This book will teach you how to steal like a professional artist. It will teach you exactly how, instead of inventing your own ideas, take other people's ideas and implement it into your own life. It might even give you a little bit of more idea about how to actually be creative instead of just stealing. If I had to rate this book out of 10, I'll tell you in the ending. Watch till the end of the video. This book is Steal Like an Artist by Kleon. Now, this book is very, very short actually. I think it's like, what, it's 90 pages or something? It's 120 pages, it's not that long. You can read it in a day if you really sit through it. It's a New York Times bestseller, and there is a reason for it. Like, it's a pretty good book. The idea of the book is quite simple, to be honest. And he gave me one interesting idea that I will share with you besides the idea of the book. The idea of the book is that all artists, no matter who it is, no matter what it is, they all steal. Each and one of them. Whether you're a painter, whether you're a musician, whether you are a philosopher, it's always about stealing from other people's ideas or from other people's creations. I mean, it makes sense, especially in the 21st century, where everything has already been done. The only thing that you can do is make it a bit different. Now, my favorite band, for those of you who know me a bit, is Led Zeppelin. Led Zeppelin is a rock blues band from the 60s and a bit from the 70s, and all of their songs, well, all of their hit songs are stolen. Either from black artists, usually from black artists, sometimes from black artists, but usually old bluesist guys from the 40s and 30s that nobody really heard about or very little heard about, and they can steal their art without really being crucified for it. But nobody knows that. The only thing that they know is about Led Zeppelin. Why? Because their stealing was much, much, much better. Now, also every philosophical idea that you will probably hear, and also probably every creation of painting that you will see, will probably be some way or another stolen from someone else. Now, Ed Sheeran even talks about it. By the way, Ed Sheeran was once sued because he copied the song from someone, and then he showed in court that you can take those 4 chords and do whatever you want with them, and it can be any song. It can be the Beatles, it can be many other songs as well. I forgot what he did there, but it's a really good case, and that makes a lot of sense. So that's basically what the book is about. It just shows you more and more and more examples about what our stealing is and how stealing is important. And it also shows you exactly how to steal. So what it's basically showing you is that the idea of stealing is not really to take the exact same thing and do the same, because that's actual stealing, and that's illegal, and that's also stupid. The idea of stealing is to take the general idea of what a person is doing, make it your own, make it out of your own, basically interpret it the way that you're doing it, and then from there work on it. So a good example for business will be, or at least for content creation, or for business, whatever it is, will be, let's say right now, my favorite content creator of business is Alex Hormozi. You probably know him as the big buff guy with long shirt, with long hair and long beard. A lot of times, I take exactly the sentences that he's saying, or I take the ideas that he's bringing forward, or I even take things that I read from his books and I either implement it in my own business, or I even make it about content and put it in my own perspective like it's my own content. And that's not stealing, it's not even a homage. It's basically taking an idea, taking an inspiration and making it out of it. Another interesting idea that Kleon gave me is the separation between business and creativity. Also, Jeff Bezos does it. The creation part has to be different from the conducting part. So what he does in his room, he even showed a picture of it, is basically having his table where he sits and conducts business, writing emails, I don't know, answering clients, whatever it is that he's doing. I don't really know what an author can do. And there's also his part where he creates. Now, in this part where he creates is basically the part where there is no devices, no distractions, no nothing. It's only him, a piece of paper, a pen, and a small table where he just sits and creates stuff. Now, Jeff Bezos said it brilliantly. He said that a lot of times we are trying to think that the idea of wandering with an A, W-A-N-D-E-R is wrong. We think that it's unproductive. We think that it's time wasted. But it's actually the complete opposite. The only time where you actually create something, the only time that you actually manufacture something, the only time that something comes into existence comes when you are wandering. When you don't know exactly what to do, and when you're thinking about stuff, that's the only time when you allow yourself and your mental capacity to actually do something out of yourself. And that's a brilliant idea to separate. Even just business, it's true, you cannot bring ideas out of yourself without having the mental capacity and the availability of not thinking about anything, of not conducting actual stuff in real life. I'm trying to take this idea into my own business, which is actually quite difficult in the beginning because you really need to get used to the idea. But every time when I'm trying to think about a new marketing that I want to do, a new marketing project, even content that I want to create, a podcast that I want to host, a idea that I want to get cold leads from, a ad that I want to create for Facebook ads, whatever it is, I'm really sitting and thinking in my table of thinking, which is a very small table on the floor, where you really like have a place that the only thing that you do there is only creativity. You do not work there, you don't answer emails, you don't answer clients, there's no phones around you, not even music. It's complete silence where you're really allowed to just sit and create. And sometimes I even go for a walk for like an hour, just to really get things through and get things done. And a lot of times all of my best ideas come from those ideas, from the idea of creating. So, sum it up, the idea is to be able to create silently, creatively, without having the action and the thought inside of your brain always pushing you around and making you do stuff, really having the time to wonder and to take that wonder from stealing it from other people. That's basically the summary of the book. Now, if I have to point it from out of 10, I would say it's a 8, maybe even a 7. It's a good book. It's pretty short. You could have done it in one video like I'm doing it now. But yeah, I mean, would I recommend to read it? If you're a beginner in business, or if you're a guy that's not really used to read difficult books, definitely. If you really want hardcore stuff that are very interesting and full of knowledge, I would go with Expert Secrets. You can see my video up here below, or here, and really up above, here or here, and really check it out. The video summary I did about books, the book Expert Secrets. Or, get it, but don't expect too much. It's just a good book that is probably something that I will bring to my brother. For instance, he's 14. That's a great book for him to really get into this idea of self-help in business. If you want to help me out, there's a link down below called the number 1 question. Please go ahead and answer this link. It will really help me out to understand exactly what are my clients or my students thinking about what dropshipping on Etsy is and what is their number 1 challenge. Of course, you can always welcome to like, subscribe, and comment down below what next book you want me to read to do the book review on. It's gonna be a review every week. And yeah, hope you guys enjoy this video. You can go ahead and purchase this book. I don't have an affiliate link down below. I'm not a good believer in it, because if I have an affiliate, then I will probably make a recommendation no matter what. So there's no affiliate, just go ahead and buy it if you feel like it. Yeah. Thank you guys for watching.